Thank you for choosing Blade for your restoration business. In this video, we'll explore the Rooms and Visits panel. Let's get to it. This panel allows you to easily document the rooms that have been impacted by the loss and record each visit made to the job site. This information drives core features in Blade, including service item filtering and dry log automation. Start by selecting or entering the name of an affected room. Freehand type a room name, or select from the room names provided by Blade. Room names provided by Blade are a combination of a level and a room name. You can add additional building levels and room names on the General Inputs tab in Account Settings. Blade will automatically combine them for you in this pick list. Enter the length, width, and height of the affected room. Enter these dimensions as decimal numbers here on the desktop version of Blade. They can be entered in feet and inches using the Blade mobile app. Select a drying chamber. A drying chamber is a group of one or more contiguous affected rooms. In other words, these are rooms that are open to each other. An example might be a kitchen, which is open to the dining room, which is also open to the living room. Use the volume of the drying chamber to calculate pints per day and the evaporative load when sizing dehumidification requirements. Enter the date and time of each visit made to the job site, and indicate at a high level the nature of the visit. Blade will detect the time you entered and mark the after-hours checkbox accordingly. Set this visit to be an after-hours visit manually as needed. Blade assumes that monitoring occurs during every visit to the job site. The monitoring checkbox is used by Blade to auto-calculate setup, takedown, and monitoring hours. The same is true when you indicate that equipment was adjusted or removed during the visit. Check the Not Home box if you drove to the job site for a scheduled appointment, but the occupant was not home. Again, this checkbox is used by Blade to calculate setup, takedown, and monitoring labor hours. In addition to using this information to auto-calculate line item totals, Blade uses visit dates to control which service items are searchable and selectable when recording work performed at the job site or when adding invoice line items. For example, you might have a service item for an emergency service call. The hours of service for the call is set to normal hours. This service item has its own price. You might have another service item for an after-hours emergency service call. The hours of service is set as after normal business hours. This service item has a higher price because the work was performed after normal business hours. As users record work performed at the job site each day, they first select the visit date. Each visit date will be normal or after hours. Selecting a normal hours visit limits the searchable and selectable service items to those marked as normal hours. Selecting an after-hours visit limits the searchable and selectable service items to those marked as after-hours service items. Adding service items to the invoice works in the same way. Using the date and time of the visit to filter searchable line items works together with other key job parameters to greatly streamline data entry. Let's walk through this in more detail. The category of water and waste handling selections profoundly affect which line items are searchable and selectable when users record work performed at the job site or when they add line items to an invoice. Like the trade, these settings help ensure speed and eliminate costly errors. For example, if Cat 3 water is selected on this page, only those service items applicable to Cat 3 loss will be searchable and selectable. If the waste handling method is set to bag and haul away, only those service items marked with that waste handling type will be searchable and selectable. For example, you might have a service item for tearing out vinyl sheet flooring where the waste hauling method is set to bag and haul away. You might have another service item for tearing out vinyl sheet flooring where the waste handling method is set to discard at the job site. Set the correct waste hauling method, category of water, trade, and visit date. Blade makes sure users only see and select correct service items. This works the same way with your custom service list and with Xactimate. In short, there is no reason to make your users search through 49,000 line items when most of those lines are not applicable to the loss. By pre-filtering the searchable and selectable line items, Blade facilitates speed and ease of use and eliminates duplicate data entry, so work log at the job site can instantly become an accurate invoice. Technicians see a limited list of easy-to-understand line items when recording work performed. The entries they make instantly become the invoice. All right, that's a good overview of the Visits and Rooms panel. Explore other training modules in the Support Center to get the most from Blade, the software that helps you maximize profit and quickly turn your hard work into cash.